Ruben Amorim is set for his first home game as Manchester United head coach against Norwegian opposition in Bodo Glimt. The thing is, we don't know what to expect because the Norwegian champions have never played Manchester United. In fact, this match at M16 is the first time the Manchester United first team is facing Norwegian opposition in history. This is the United Hotspot. My name is Webb. Here I am to look at what changes we hope that Ruben Amorim will be making in this game if he's going to get a very good first introduction to Old Trafford. And guys, remember, later today there will be a press conference before the game. The routine pre-match press conference will be happening, and I will be here to give it to you. Bienvenue. Let's get it on. Now, guys, listen. The biggest position rather that Man United will feel they need to sort in terms of transfers in January is most likely the left back. And we are made to understand that Ruben Amorim has made it clear to Ineos he needs a left back in 2025 as early as possible. Now, that we know. We'll go. We won't keep going back and forth about which players United is looking at. Let's wait and see who they will zero down on. We know the options, but the immediate solutions that Man United, because we're not going to get a left back from wherever and manufacture one for the game tomorrow. So we do know that there are certain immediate issues that we need to solve with the team before just the left back, which is the long-term solution that we need. That is the midfield. Now, the first change that I reckon Ruben Amorim is going to make will be in the middle in terms of the midfield, because Kobbie has not played for some time because of injury. But I expect that if he's fit enough to be on the bench, I think Kobbie can be good enough to start. I think Kobbie should be good enough to start against a team that is not top flight opposition. That's not top European opposition. Bodo Glimt, you don't expect them to have an intensity like that of teams in the Premier League. So my feeling is for Ruben Amorim to have the confidence of the jury that is still out there, I think he has got to start Kobbie Mainoo in this game together with Manuel Ugarte. I believe for me, that is the first instant change that he needs to make. Now, that's the ideal. But in the event that Kobbie is not yet 100% fit, because for Ugarte, I don't think it's even a question of debate. I think it's a must. Ugarte should be starting, because I don't think we should ever see Eriksen and Casemiro playing games together. So that's why I think Ugarte should be starting in the middle with Kobbie. If Kobbie is not fit, he's not yet fit, and he doesn't want to risk him, let Ugarte start in the middle with Bruno. Let Bruno be the partner of Ugarte in the middle, and let him start Zirkzee, and with Højlund up top. Then Zirkzee plays behind Højlund with Mount, with Mason Mount. For me, that's the first. Those are the changes I would expect. Again, this is now managing the squad that he has, managing with the players that he has. I think it is high time Ruben Amorim took the tough decision of forgetting about these old players, because they will get him abused by fans. They will get his start off a bad mark. And of course, some will say, wow, Casemiro has had some good games. Maybe Ugarte and Casemiro can be the option in case Kobbie is not fit. And I hear you. I hear you when you say that. But you see, I think Amorim needs to make his statement clear, because Casemiro was not good enough in the first game. And one of the biggest issues that that Amorim had to deal with was explaining himself over and over again about why he had to start those two. And there are so many people who are excited to watch Man United, but were undone by just seeing Casemiro and Christian Eriksen on the team sheet. Forget about the issues that forced him to have them because of injuries and what. Well, people won't care about the injuries. For as long as he's there on the pitch, people will still judge you for putting them there. So my feeling is drop them. They can come in later off the bench, but let us have a statement, and just to communicate to the supporters and tell them, guys, look, you know what? I know what I've got to do, but situations don't allow me. So if Kobbie, for example, starts and he can't go, and you push him off, you just pull him off, people will see that, you know what, poor guy, he had nothing to do. Kobbie is not fit. He is not fit yet. So we have to deal with Casemiro until we wait for the next transfer window. For me, that's the thing. There's got to be a reaction. We cannot just keep fearing because Amorim himself speaks about taking risks. I think taking risks means even with players, because if a player is good enough to be on the bench, he should be good enough to start for a few minutes and go off. That's what I believe. So for me, I expect a reaction, a response in terms of selection of players, and never mind the opposition being small, because the worst thing would be Man United failing to obliterate Bodo Glimt. And again, this is going to be the third team this season visiting Old Trafford for the first time. Before, it was FC 20, I think, and 20 and PAOK visited Old Trafford for the first time. We failed to beat them. We failed to beat them. Bodo Glimt is ahead of Man United in the 36 team log. How can Bodo Glimt be ahead of Man United on a log of 36 teams? It's unacceptable. So for me, I expect them to take this game as serious as they should, because first of all, it's the first game at Old Trafford. No matter the opposition, this is a Europa game, it's a European game, and certainly Bodo Glimt are champions of Norway. They are not there by mistake. United has got to be able to make a statement in this one. But for that to happen, Ruben Amorim has got to take the risk with players, risk it a bit, put in the best players, even if they're not 100% fit. A half fit Kobbie is better than a fully fitted Eriksen and Casemiro. So for me, that's one thing I expect to do. But maybe he can tweak, like I said, Bruno, because Bruno played okay alongside Ugarte in the previous game. I think he can try that out again and create room for other players, or probably even if it's not Mount, if he doesn't want to start Mount to play behind Hoyland, let Ahmad come play there with Zaxi, Hoyland up top, and let's find someone, perhaps maybe give a chance to Anthony, and we see what Anthony can do on the right where Ahmad was playing, or put Anthony behind Hoyland, because it's all about trying out things now. But at least there should be a semblance of trying out new things, taking more risks. Otherwise, there's a report from I think it was the Express that said that in the dressing room, they seem to suggest they leaked this from the dressing room, that Amorim gave his team a rating which was 5 out of 10 after the game against Ipswich, which I thought was fair, honestly. I think for me, I would also, I think I also gave them the same rating, 5 out of 10. For a first game and in a new formation, yeah, we can be here and, go and talk a lot of English, but the reality is these players, I think, by their standards, it wasn't a terrible display. From what I mean, well, you're playing an Ipswich team that beat Tottenham at their own yard, well-coached team, first game in a new formation, new manager, old players in the middle. We did not really do terribly bad. We could do better as Man United, but what I'm saying, 5 out of 10 is a fair rating. But we cannot have 5 out of 10 after 90 minutes against Bordeaux, regardless who starts. Man United should be obliterating Bordeaux even with the third 11. So all these are important things, I think, that we need to look at. Now, there is a report that has just dropped, that I've just seen earlier on today, claiming that the young lad Chido Obi is set to sign his first professional contract with Man United. That Chido Obi is set to sign a professional contract with Manchester United. These are reports that have just dropped. Now, this is a boy who is certainly going to be in the plans of Ruben Amorim if he's going to get goals. Trust you me, this boy will be in the big plans of Ruben Amorim without a shadow of a doubt. He will be big on his mind because of what he brings to the team, because of the goals he can score, because in the setup that Man United plays, in that system that they play where they build for the striker, a natural like Chido Obi will obviously score, bang in the goals. Obviously will bang in the goals because chances will certainly be created. So my view is it's a good one if it's about to happen, because that shows you as well that maybe soon he will be knocking on the door of the senior team considering that Amorim is a coach who loves to work with young players. So a bit of good developments in there that are happening, coming through from Manchester United. Victor Gyökeres was pocketed by Saliba and Gabriel. In fact, Gabriel scores for Arsenal and mocks him as Sporting Lisbon lost their first game of the season, 5-1 against Arsenal. He didn't score in that, but I don't think that should mean anything. I will be showing you the stats of Gyökeres. Compare them with Rasmus Højlund, maybe in one of my next videos, and you'll get an idea of why exactly this guy is a hot cake. And Højlund and co should be aware of him, because in the summer, Amorim could get ideas. Let me leave it at that. My name is Webb. Like, share, and subscribe. Match day is tomorrow, but the first changes, even Luke Shaw can start. Evans should never step on in the left back position ever again. If Evans is going to play, he can play as a central defender in the middle of the back three, not on the left. It's illegal. Amorim is crafting. I trust him. Let's wait and see what he will come up with. But first, his press conference, because there's a possibility that some players have dropped off again because of injury. I mean, bad luck comes in threes, they said. That's it. But let's wait for his pre-match press conference. That will happen later today. I will be back here to react to it and give you a full preview of the game. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll catch you later, fam.